We knew this would happen, but D-Rose has retired again. Oh, and he's playing with his son now. That must be interesting. What even happens there, boy? We're gonna talk about it while you ain't passing me the ball in the last quarter. Because his fundamentals are on point. His defense is on point. Don't get me started with the power. That left hook. He's got tattoos on his hand which are like stone. And I think that's pretty cool because he's got hands of stone. Get it? We haven't seen Pena since she got her ass handed to her by Amanda Nunes, who is a goat. We haven't seen her in 2 years. How bad was that beating? How many teams are undefeated right now? We got the Chiefs, we got the Steelers, we got the Seahawks, and we got the Vikings.
You forgot the Ravens.
Are you okay? Are you okay? I told you I'm not talking about the Ravens. Mic check 1 2. What's good? Mukundi, ITALKSPORTS. And it's a beautiful day. Before I even get too far, what's good? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are we well? Comment section down there. Mukundi, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. You got good manners. NJ, are you well?
I'm good, man.
You're good? Yeah. All right, cool. Let's do this. First of all, I want to thank me before everybody else. And I want to thank everybody else that showed your boy some love, some support, and everything in between, man. Your boy's top 5. I'm officially a GOAT, by the way. I'm one of the GOATs, but your boy's top 5. If you don't know what I'm talking about, YFM hit your boy up. They said, yo, we saw what you did for that presenter search, and we think we might make something work. And it is Sunday, the 29th of September, and your boy is in the top 5. This coming Tuesday, I'll be doing the most on air on YFM, and the voting will open after that. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. We're going to win. Yeah. So shout out to everybody that held your boy down, that's still holding your boy down. Appreciate all the support. Not just for the YFM thing, but for this as well, for ITALKSPORTS, man. It's been a crazy month. I've been doing this for about a month now, and I started my podcast, and I really didn't know where I was going with this. I just figured I've been holding off on doing it for so long. My own fear of starting this. I've had these microphones gathering dust for a long time, longer than I'd like to admit, longer than I'm proud of. And it's pretty cool for everything to materialize like this and to see myself just going further and further. I was watching my first episode. Well, I was listening to my first episode a couple days ago, and I love the improvement. I love how far I've come. I love how far we're coming together and how we're gonna just, man, we're gonna get bigger. We're gonna get bigger. Like Anderson .Paak and Knowledge said, we're gonna get bigger. You know, sky's the limit from here. But
he's the next Stephen A. Smith.
No. First Mukundi. But
first
yeah.
Mukundi bigger than Stephen A. Smith.
Okay. So ITALKSPORTS, I'm Mukundi, and I just wanted to get all that out the way and be a nice person and just tell you that I really appreciate you being on this journey with me, and man, we're gonna go further. But you didn't come here to listen to me talk about mushy stuff. But unfortunately, bear with me for a minute. We're about to get sad once again. We're about to get sad because it has happened. We knew it was coming. It was inevitable. Since the injury happened, we knew this would happen. But D-Rose has retired. Derrick Rose has retired. If you don't know who Derrick Rose is, then either you're too young or you just need to keep watching basketball. I don't know, but everybody and their mama knows D-Rose. Youngest MVP in league history, and we're going to miss him. Granted, I haven't watched a D-Rose game in years, but we're going to miss him, man. It's gonna sting saying former NBA player Derrick Rose. And it's the biggest what if in NBA history. It's up there with what if Michael Jordan didn't retire? What if Steve Nash never got traded? What if Melo never signed the deal with the Knicks and actually went and joined the Heatles? What would have happened then? Derrick Rose. What if Derrick Rose never got injured? If you want to see a different side, if you're a girl watching this and you want to see a different side to your boyfriend and your boyfriend watches basketball, which I would assume he does if he knows this, but just ask your man, babe, tell me about prime Derrick Rose, and watch him lose his mind for 5 minutes straight. You might want to get some tissues after that because it's going to get emotional. Ah, man, Derrick Rose. Anyway, that happened, and it was pretty cool. You know, he gave off a really great retirement announcement. It was all dramatic, much like D Rose, much like with the trade to New York. That was very dramatic. And man, I look forward to seeing what he does next with his career. I look forward to seeing where he goes and what he does and all that good stuff, because he's sports old, yeah, but he's athlete old, but he's still a very young man. I think he's like 35, 36, which is still crazy. That baffles me that as an athlete, if you're a 35-year-old man, get off the court. Get off the court, bro. Get off the court, grandpa. That's it. Look at LeBron James. LeBron James is as old as dirt, if we're looking at him as an athlete. However, he's only 40 years old. Some people say life begins at 40. So, man, being an athlete must be quite the interesting life. But shout out D Rose. One more. Yeah. Air horn for Derrick Rose. Air horn for Derrick Rose. Okay, staying with the association, because the league is starting. I believe on the 22nd of October, the season starts, and I am excited. Hoops is coming back. And let me know, actually. Let me know in the comments, or you can DM me if you got my number, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. You know, just hit me up and say, I would like to see you talk sports twice a week. One day football, one day basketball. Because 20 minutes is not enough time for me to get everything out of this here head of mine. I'll tell you that right now. 20 minutes is not enough time, because I've just been talking about D Rose's retirement and I'm 5 minutes in. Would you look at that? There's the league, there's the trades to get through, there's the games to get through. Oh my God, all 82 games per team. That's going to be so much fun, and I look forward to it. I look forward to the stories. I look forward to what's going to happen. I look forward to the Lakers trying to win a championship again, only to get eliminated by a team we didn't expect to eliminate them again. And for LeBron to want to trade a few players and get defeated and tease retirement again. Oh, and he's playing with his son now. That must be interesting. What even happens there, boy? We're gonna talk about it while you ain't passed me the ball in the last quarter. Wait till your mama hears about this. What are the laws on dating your teammates' mothers, by the way? But I think LeBron knows that best, and we don't want to open up old wounds. Anyway, the off season has gotten interesting now. So people are getting traded. Karl Anthony Towns is gone. Minnesota, he's out. He's not there anymore. He's in New York. He's with the Knicks. I don't know how to feel about that. What is Karl Anthony Towns doing with the Knicks? And they had a good dynamic going. Him, Rudy Gobert, and Ant-Man, they were still doing their thing. Remember, I sat here on this very chair a couple weeks ago and I said I didn't understand at first when they put Rudy Gobert and Cat together, because I was like, you got two 7-footers whose games are completely different. But I think that in itself they complement each other so well. Rudy Gobert will hold your defense down. Well, he will attempt to. 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. I can't even say none. So Rudy Gobert will hold your defense down. Cat will do the rest offensively, which basically means he'll stand by the 3-point line and take shots all day, which makes no sense. You're 7 feet tall. Get in there. Dunk on that little man. Anyway, and so now they got Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, and Ant-Man. And they got Dante DiVincenzo as well. And who's the other dude? Biates? Yeah. And I don't know how to feel about that, but Julius Randle I guess you would need Julius Randle to be with Ant-Man, because Ant-Man is going to carry the offensive load. I think we saw that from the previous season, if not the previous 2 seasons, that the team is clearly Ant-Man's team now. Cat had been there for 9 years. He had done his thing. He's basically the face of Minnesota after Kevin Garnett, but Anthony Edwards has arrived, and that's the way of the game, bro. That's the way of the game. And we didn't see much from Cat. Actually, in the last playoffs, he did play some games very well, but I guess we should have seen this coming because I think he will flourish in New York simply because Jalen Brunson will know what to do. And I feel like Jalen Brunson is such a great player in the sense that he's a Swiss Army knife. He's a plug and play, you know, and he's done very good. He's changed that whole Knicks organization around ever since he got there. I mean, they were barely fighting for a chance to make the playoffs, and they were in the conference finals last season. Lost to Boston, who were the eventual champs. So can we even really be mad at them? And what were our expectations for the Knicks? Let's start there. We didn't expect them to get very far, right? But they did, all thanks to Jalen Brunson. He's completely turned that team around. The power of friendship. He was the power of friendship, because he was on the team with like 4 or 5 of his buddies from college, and they were just having the time of their lives. And unfortunately, they broke that up before we even got to see it get too far. But we shall see what's going to happen when the season starts on the 22nd of October. It's going to be very fun. It's going to be very nice. And man, I still want to know what's going to happen in the East. I feel like the East now is starting to pick up a little bit, but I say that every season because I always look at the West and say, wow, the West is really good, but the East is getting better. And then the season starts and I'm like, damn, the West is good, bro. The West is good. There's so many great teams. We got the Grizzlies and Jaja going to be coming back now. We got the Nuggets, we got the Wolves, we got OKC, we got the Jazz who are starting to come up a little bit. We got the Kings. Sit down. I ain't talking about no Lakers. We got the Kings, man. Who else? I think that's it in the West. We got the Suns. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, we got the Suns with KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, who haven't done anything over the past season, but it's fine. It's fine. They'll come along. And in the East, we got Embiid. With the Sixers, we still want to know what's happening there. Unfortunately, Embiid got injured right before the playoffs last season, and they didn't get very far. And he got PG-13 with him now, which is gonna be awesome. However, that just means the Clippers failed. Also, in the West, we still have the Clippers, even though that Clippers experiment failed, which is really sad, man. I feel like I wasted 5 years of my life watching the Clippers, expecting them to win something next season. But always something was always up. Kawhi is injured. PG is injured. Oh no, now they need a new coach because Doc Rivers is not doing it right. So Ty Lue came in. But what's the use if all your players are always hurt? You got Russell Westbrook now. He's really doing well in the bench. You got James Harden who came from Philly, and he was playing decent basketball, good basketball. He could be a starter. He was a solid starter again, and he was an all-star caliber player again, which is really great. And we shall see how it goes moving forward. With that being said, I'm done talking basketball. I'll talk basketball again on right before the 22nd. Let us get violent. For like 3 minutes. Let's get violent for like 3 minutes. That's all the time I'm giving to the UFC because I still got to talk about the NFL. There's so much happening there. But the UFC, next week. Next week is fight week. We have the light heavyweight championship main event. And it's always great to see Alex Pereira fighting. Poatan, you can't get me to say anything negative about that man. Besides the fact that he knocked out Israel Adesanya, who is, if you've been watching this channel, you know how I feel about Israel Adesanya. However, Pereira is just such a great fighter. He's putting everybody to sleep. Will he do the same to Khalil Rountree? We shall see. I saw a crazy stat a couple weeks ago that said between these two dudes, there's only one takedown attempt throughout all their fights. You know how crazy that is? That means we are guaranteed a proper kerfuffle, a proper fisticuffs for 25 minutes. These dudes are going to go at it, and the other one is going to try to put the other one to sleep. And I am very excited to see that. UFC 307 main event. We got the light heavyweight championship on the line. And Pereira has done such a great job. I will say, moving from middleweight to light heavyweight and absolutely just running through the division. He's doing that. The same thing he did with middleweight. He put Sean Strickland to sleep. He put a bunch of dudes to sleep. Almost did the same with Adesanya, but the referee stopped it. It's fine. A win is a win. He got the championship. Lost it. He got put to sleep by Adesanya. That's a story for another day. He came back and he's actually owning the light heavyweight division right now. I did not think he'd beat Yuri Prochazka, and if he did, I didn't think he'd beat him in that fashion. But he got 2 KOs against this dude. What you gonna say? Nothing. Nothing. A KO is as good of a win as you'll ever get in mixed martial arts. You literally put your opponent to sleep. And the second fight, oh my God. Oh my God. If you haven't seen Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka at UFC 303, I want to say, that was back in July. Hit that boy with one hell of a hit kick. Almost took his head off. Hey, boom. It was crazy. But he won. He's still putting dudes to sleep. His striking is so impeccable. I don't think anybody can strike with Alex Pereira because his fundamentals are on point. His defense is on point. Don't get me started with the power. That left hook, he's got tattoos on his hand which are like stones. And I think that's pretty cool because he's got hands of stone. Get it? Get it? Huh? Hands of stone. Okay. Anyway, but it's going to be so cool, man. Khalil hasn't lost a fight since 2021, even though he's the number 8 ranked middleweight in UFC. I don't think, if not him, then who? Pereira's beaten Blachowicz. He's beaten Yuri Prochazka twice. He beat Sweet Dreams. Glover Teixeira's retired. John Jones is in heavyweight. What are we to do? Give Khalil his chance. You never know, man. That's the beauty of sports. That's the beauty of mixed martial arts. Because I could be talking all this good stuff and Khalil Rountree could absolutely dog walk Pereira throughout the whole fight. And that would be something, man. I'm not even gonna lie. That would be something. And we got in the co-main, we got Juliana Pena fighting Raquel Pennington. And that's also for the women's bantamweight. And it's gonna be. We haven't seen Pena since she got her ass handed to her by Amanda Nunes, who is the GOAT. We haven't seen her in 2 years. How bad was that beating? But but she's still a great fighter, and we'll see how she does it moving forward. We got Jose Aldo fighting. You can't get me to say anything bad about Jose Aldo. I love Jose Aldo. We got Kevin Holland fighting. Who hates Kevin Holland? He's such a great fan favorite. Granted, he's lost 11 fights, and I don't think he's won a fight over the past 2 years. But he's still Kevin Holland. We know what we're going to get from him, and we will watch it just the same. Okay, UFC 307. That's next week. Watch it. I'll probably talk about it before the fight. Hopefully, I'll get the chance. Otherwise, I will sit right here a week from now, and I will react to the fight. Pereira, please, don't disappoint me. Anyway, let's talk football. Yeah, let's talk football. The NFL season is, we're in week 4 now. So we're 4 weeks in, and it is getting interesting. We only have, how many teams are undefeated right now? We got the Chiefs, we got the Steelers, we got the Seahawks, and we got the Vikings.
You forgot the Ravens.
Are you okay? Are you okay? I told you I'm not talking about the Ravens right now. Ravens, I'm not talking about the Ravens today. That's 3 weeks. You know what? I said I'm going to be happy today. I'm going to be happy today. And I'm going to talk about the Steelers. Because I love what I'm seeing from Justin Fields. I remember when we were talking about whether they should start Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. And I said, I might want to see Russell Wilson before I see Justin Fields, simply because that's a Super Bowl winning That's a Super Bowl winning quarterback right there. He's one of the best players of his generation. He's got the experience. I don't know anymore, bro. I don't know anymore. Justin Fields, 3-0 is not a fluke in the NFL. I'll tell you that, man. 3-0 is, hey, 3-0 is nice. And hopefully they can keep this up. Mike Tomlin is still going to coach exceptionally well because I trust Mike Tomlin's coaching, and I just want to see how Justin Fields is going to play moving forward. He played a very great game 3, and if he keeps this up, then I don't see them starting Russell Wilson, barring an injury to the boy or something, but I still don't think they're going to start Russell Wilson anytime soon. Bills, Josh Allen is playing impeccable football. He is playing amazing. If I look at his stats here, over the past 3 games, he's thrown 634 yards, 7 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. And He's the best quarterback in the league right now. Who's playing better than him? I got the stats right here. Aaron Rodgers has 624 yards with 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. That's a close second. I'd say if you don't have Josh Allen as your best quarterback, Sam Darnold has to be there. I'd actually put Sam Darnold above Aaron Rodgers because the Vikings are going crazy right now. We had that little scare last week with Justin Jefferson's finger and the injury, but he seems to be catching very well. That boy got glue on his hands. I'll tell you that. He just give him the ball and he'll do the rest. You know what I'm saying? So Sam Darnold has 658 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Oh, I know what you're thinking right now. But Mukundi, where's Patrick Mahomes? Isn't he the best player in the league? Well, 659 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions in 3 games. I don't know how I feel about that. That's pedestrian numbers for Mahomes, and hopefully he'll do better moving forward. The Vikings, man, Sam Darnold, I can't say enough about him. The Vikings had 3 great games, and they blew out the Giants and the Texans, and we all know that the Texans are good. The Giants, well, they're just a bag of chips waiting to get blocked. And we'll see how the season progresses moving forward. I told myself I'm not going to talk about Lamar and the Ravens. I'm not going to talk about Joe Burrow and the Bengals, who are 0-3. Let me do that again. There we go. Damn. 0-3. Really? 0-3. That's what you got. Joe Burrow, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. 0-3. Okay, it's fine. But I've said all I gotta say. It's a Sunday night, which means football night. So that means, once again, phone is on Do Not Disturb. Laptop is on Do Not Disturb. Girlfriend is on Do Not Disturb. Everything and everyone is on Do Not Disturb, just so I can enjoy 6 hours of uninterrupted football. Will it be fun? Will it be great? Will I get my heart broken? Well, I guess you'll have to find out next time on the next episode of I Talk Sports. That'll be episode 7, right before or right after UFC 307. Anyway, I'm Mukundi. I'll see you next time.